Amen.
Amen. Y'all ready, man?
We here.
Let's go.
We ready.
Let's go.
I'm your host, John Graves.
I'm your host, Manny Johnson.
And this is the Dream Big Podcast.
Let's go.
Let's go. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. We got a special one with us here today. Special all the way from Jersey City. Pop your shit. Let's get it.
Let's go. Hey, I'm on the Dream Big Podcast, and you messing with your girl Dezire from Always On Go, and we here to just vibe, talk our shit.
Y'all see the drip,
Big
man.
Jersey.
Y'all see the drip.
Oh my god.
Y'all see
the iridescent on the shirt. You know what I'm saying? Match the
you
kicks.
see it.
Always on go in the building, man. We excited. We're truly blessed to have you here. It's a big blessing, especially because people like us trying to get something done, and with us growing and stuff like this is big growth,
right?
Stuff like this. You reached out to us. I remember I was on my phone. And I'm going, just doing my daily scrolls and stuff like that. And I'm like, all I see is, check your DMs. So I'm like, so I go in, I'm like, all right, bet, cool, see what it is, feel me? So I checked it out, boom, I'm like, so I text me, and I was like, somebody just they want to get on the pod, like, you feel me? They got a clothing brand, like, got a nice message too. I said, he's like, bet, let's do it. So we got in contact with you, did like an hour FaceTime call.
Right.
It was great vibes.
It was great vibes.
So off rip, like just a genuine person, like just off a phone call.
Clicked off rip.
Yeah,
so
that's dope.
We got to, you know what I'm saying? So it's a big blessing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, hey, like I said before, when I was just chilling at home and I wrote on a little Post-it note, pink one to be specific, but blue marker though, and I wrote Dream Big. I wish I would have dated it so I could see from the time then to the time now.
Right.
But I just want to say that it's all God's movement here, and just manifesting just the biggest thing. And I'm grateful that I found you guys, because you guys are doing something positive. Two young bros from Bristol, PA. Okay, y'all staying tapped in, and y'all supporting each other for something that's bigger than you. And when I found you guys, I was like, check your DM, because Instagram need to change the whole thing where I can't message you because we didn't follow each other. So I was like, damn, like, all right, let me just check your DM, and thank God that you checked your DM, because y'all look, we here. We here.
We're here in the flesh.
True. So that's how that went.
Excited,
But that hour phone call was, I was like, all right. Like when you kept saying, all right, give me 5 minutes. I'm like, he ain't gonna call me. He ain't gonna call me. He ain't gonna call me.
Because we was doing like our weekly meeting. It was a Wednesday, I believe. It was a Wednesday or Thursday. But we were live. I'm like, we were supposed to do something. I'm like, we were supposed to call Dez. He was like, matter of fact, cause we got caught up in the live, and then we gotta call Dez. We're like, we gonna hang, and we ended the live, and that's when cause he was like when you texted him, you said 5 minutes. We're like, oh shit. He was like, we were supposed to call Dez, and then we ended up calling you. We got in the phone call, and it was just like we was talking, and now we here, man. So
now we here.
The vibe is clicking.
Man. March 15th came real fast, and we locked in.
Exactly.
For sure.
I ain't gonna lie. March 15th did come quick. When we was talking about it, it was like, all right, bet we got some time. March 15th. It's like, dang, shit here already. So
for sure. This event is real special. Like, I done custom made my shirt, got my jeans custom made. If y'all haven't noticed, like, I really went all out.
Pop your shit.
For sure.
You got to show me. You're a designer.
Jersey City, man. Say it loud and clear, bro, so they can hear you. Jersey City.
Jersey City. That's
Jersey
crazy.
City.
I'm like, like you said, like you not even like another good thing to really pinpoint, really like just like you being our first female guest. You know what I'm saying too. So that's a big one.
No way, that's fire! Oh my God, the first lady.
Entrepreneur
too,
for
sure. Some So that's
oh my
that's
God.
Another big thing. You know what I'm saying? And they be trying to say like we do this thing where it's like, all right, it's like it's not just men hustling, it's women hustling too. It's a bigger picture. So you know what I'm saying? Seeing like I'm like, it's not just men. You feel me? Like
exactly, man.
Like,
and we gonna keep saying this shit,
right?
Because we got people. You always gonna have that person that's going out of their way to type paragraphs like y'all don't know what y'all talking about. You sound stupid, but
it's crazy.
We gonna say it again.
No support.
I want to see you in the comments again because I love it. All publicity is good publicity.
Oh yeah,
good
absolutely.
or bad.
Kanye West said it best.
Exactly.
Well, we ain't gonna talk about it.
Exactly. So what's it called though? But how you feeling today?
I feel great. I feel nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I've been working with a lot of stuff, like as far as like on a mental health tip, as far as like really just realizing why you here and why you're doing what you're doing. Exactly. So you could kind of block out all the other odds. But anxiety be kicking my ass. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. Like as I get closer and closer to really like doing what I need to do, it see that little voice just like, and I'm like, nah.
It's like, yeah, you gotta tune it out.
Yeah, tune it out. You gotta tune it out.
Me and John, we was walking. We did a 4.17 mile walk. 2 days ago, and we was talking. We was like, yeah, we're like, mind you, it was an hour and a half. So we did a lot of talking. We did a lot of thinking. We did a lot of discussing. Right. So we like, yeah, like we walk. We like, yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like it'd be like sometimes it'd be like, damn, bro, like. What if it don't work? Like the doubts be coming. It's like, what if it don't work? But then you like, yeah, you can tell yourself, yeah, it's gonna work as much as you want. But there's always gonna be that voice. There's always gonna be that person, that negative person. There's always gonna be that thought in your head,
right?
Like that voice in your head is like, what if it don't?
Right?
Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if you doing all this just cause? But at the end of the day, you gotta cross that bridge when you get there. And the only way it's not gonna work is if you stop.
And if you don't keep the faith.
Exactly. If you don't keep the faith
and you don't believe in what y'all got going on, it will crumble. Because you ain't keeping God at the forefront.
Exactly.
Once you have Him, everything is possible.
Exactly.
And the only way something is impossible is you believe like a person telling you that it's impossible.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only way it's gonna be impossible. When God is there, it's impossible as fuck. Exactly. Like you can't, like it's no stopping. But that little whisper is definitely there. But it's something that's within you that you have to, like how people have their own personal demons. You just gotta tell them, motherfucker, shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
This is what we doing right now. And if you don't like it, then I don't know.
Exactly.
Get
just
deep behind me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Period.
Like when we first started the podcast, I remember one of the first things he said to me was like, "You like, bro, we just gotta go ahead and start this because your dream." Is not going to be a dream to somebody else. If that makes sense, like your dream is not everybody else's dream.
Absolutely.
So when you tell people you're gonna do this and that, and they're like, yeah, it's a good idea, but but you could do it,
right.
Or like I'm like I don't like you you don't want to just like no, like all right, cool. That's why we just didn't say nothing to nobody.
Right, absolutely.
We just started it, and now we going.
Yeah, I mean,
strong.
I'm proud of you guys. I said that on our phone call. Like I'm really proud of you guys just for taking the initiative and believing in yourselves that we can make something. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know how something's gonna turn out if you don't start it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's crazy that you speaking about in the terms. I was listening to Pharrell on our way down. And in the thing he had did the movie Piece by Piece. I don't know if you guys got the opportunity to watch it, but watch it. And Pharrell said that he never knew his end goal, but him and his friend Chad, I think his name is, they stayed consistent with it. Didn't see the result, didn't see the end, but because they enjoyed it and they loved it so much, their end came to be successful. You get what I'm saying? So you never really know like the end, but as long as you keep the faith and you believe, your vision or your end goal is inevitable. Like it's inevitable. So
I even with me, I even worked on like separating people who don't even think like me.
Oh
like,
my God.
You know what I'm saying?
John, not right now. Cut.
Yeah.
Cut. Like, how you doing?
All right, that's a wrap. All right, that's a wrap.
Seriously though, because it's like they'll have you thinking it's like for instance, like I used to work like just working retail jobs. Like I see people that and I'm not knocking them, you feel me? Because you do what you gotta do. But like, I asked them, like, yo, like, why you been here so long? Like, why? Like, how come you never? They're like, I'm comfortable. I blase, this, that. But I was like, well, me, that's not what I wanted. And then at a point in time, they had me thinking it was cool to think like that. I'm like, maybe this is cool to just, work my little 9 to 5 and just go about my day. But I'm like,
just
I know,
live.
I didn't want that though. I knew I'm bigger than that. I knew I'm, way bigger than I was put here for a reason. God put me here for a reason, and I know that. My grandma told me that. My family told me that. Everybody told me that. So it's just like when you surround yourself around people who have that type of mindset, it just fuels you even more.
Yeah.
It's really that support system that you really gotta have to really start a business like always on go, a podcast, anything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it takes hard work and dedication and support. But thank God that your family was able to water your seed, and they didn't tell you, "Oh, you sure, John? You sure, Manny? Like you sure this is? Oh, my God, the money, the investments, the people not coming, the likes, the shares. You sure?
Exactly,
Yes, I'm sure, very sure.
Both of us, we come from Like his parents, they got their own company. They strive in their company. My mom, she got her own hair salon, so she been working for herself since I can't even remember the last time she worked for anybody else. I ain't gonna lie, since I was little, she had her own shop. She closed it, still doing it. Like she ain't gonna get a job. She was still making it happen during COVID. She was still making it happen, whatnot. You mean, don't come and get us after this. You mean, whatever, like the health department and whatnot. But you mean, but even after that, she opened another shop and. She's been
shout out to your mom, man.
Exactly.
She, you know what I'm saying?
Real.
I don't be giving her flowers like that on her. I be meaning to her with my mom, but Fifi's hair braiding. You want to get your hair braided?
Hold on, I might need a little retwist.
Yeah, all that.
Nah, that's fire. But I want to piggyback off that. Your mom, right? She didn't necessarily take no and just run with it. Yeah, and I was listening to Pharrell again, and he said, we get so used to the word no because we feel like it's normal.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to quote him wrong, but he had two other guys that was interviewing him, and another guy had a perspective, another guy had a perspective, and he had his own. And Pharrell was like, he took no because it's like a universal thing because his mom told him, like, you have to be acceptant to no.
Right.
But the guy was like, okay, yeah, ideally accept no, but in the creative world, no doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm just like, damn, like your parents, the right-up parents, tell you, no, you can't get this right now, or obviously. But in the creative world, different worlds have different rules and, laws and stuff like that. But the word no does not exist when you're a creator. You go after everything. Even if this door closed, there's another one that's right there.
Exactly.
Like, so, yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. And, on that call that we had, I want you to get into what you said about the meaning of humble.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Right.
Too. That. It made me look at the word humble very differently. Can you talk about that real quick?
Ooh,
took the words right out of my mouth.
Can I pull up my phone? Not you, so I'm screaming. So basically, I was chopping it over my homeboy, and I forgot what the discussion was, but we was all chilling, and he was like, "Yo, I don't like that word humble." We all humble, and that kind of thing. And he was like, nah, because my man's was speaking to me. He told me to look up the word humble and really get to the root definition of what humble means. And humble means is just lower one's self-standards, not know your value, things like that. Yeah. Obviously what we take humble as in a sense, but we don't realize it. And I just feel like, people of color or things like that, we always take a word and turn it into something else without actually knowing that word has an actual definition, not your definition.
Right.
And humble, like, obviously we will always be humble, always be grateful, but I just won't walk in a room and not know my value as a person.
Exactly.
And I think that's the difference. Like, if you look up the word humble, you'll see the actual definition. You could turn it into something positive, like, okay, yeah, I will move in a room, but I'll just know my worth. I know who I am as a person. I will stand on that 10 toes. But I'll still be grateful and, that where I am, and appreciate where I am, God. I wouldn't be here without God. I see that. I'm humble in that way, but I won't be humble walking in a room full of people. I'm always on go, and that's how I'm going to stand on it.
Exactly.
So. That's what I was trying to get, but on the last situation I was talking about, I felt like I wasn't understood. Like I was explaining it differently, but I'm sure anybody in this room can kind of catch my drift. If you look at the definition and you move,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like
so I feel like and I remember I saying this on the phone. Like I feel like the word humble was used to like you said, used wrong.
Yeah.
Like people would be like, "Yo, humble yourself,"
Yeah,
but it's like, yo, like. You ain't gonna tell, like, if I've been doing something for 15 years and I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm the best at doing it or whatever it is, like, you can't tell me to humble myself. I feel like that's just a way of somebody, not like to tear somebody down, but to try to be like, yeah, like, all right, like, come on, now you doing, like, don't like, kind of like in a sense, like, they don't want to see you win, type of shit. Like, you should want somebody to be like, yeah, like, I'm the best at doing this, like, this and that. You should want somebody to be like, yeah, like I want to challenge anybody who do the same thing as me or whatnot. So I feel like it's used as a sense of, like, don't be, like, they put humble and cocky in the same, in the same, like being cocky and that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, that's and arrogant.
Yeah,
like as
arrogant,
long as you're not
cocky and arrogant. It's like you can still not be humble and still not be cocky and arrogant, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what you kind of described there, like the Mamba mentality, that Kobe mentality.
Oh man.
He used to tell people, "Yo, I'm dropping 20 on you tonight. I'm dropping 40 on you tonight."
Yeah, that confidence.
Yes, bro.
That's what it is.
To wait
like,
to break down your opponent. There's nothing wrong with that. How do you expect to be the best if you don't
feel the best. You don't walk in the best. You don't encourage yourself to be the best.
Like,
so.
nah, you gotta humble yourself. Like, humble yourself. Like, nah, you're not humble. Like, call it what you want.
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, if I tell you, like, yo, look at these numbers. Like, these are the numbers I wasn't expecting on the podcast. But look, like, yo, we really doing it. We only getting bigger from here.
And I'm still humble for where I'm going, but I'm standing on what it is.
I know there's people out here that got 2 million views.
Right.
And if I feel like 12,000 views or 5,000 views or consistent or like averaging 1,000 views is an achievement for me, who are you to tell me that's not a big achievement for me? Call it what you want. Oh, it's only that. But at the end of the day, I see it as I wasn't thinking I was going to have that, and I have that, so I'm going to be excited about it. I'm going to pop my shit about it. Just like you should.
Be like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into a little deeper topic. So, growing up, as a kid, Jersey City, what are some challenges that you face growing up and, to get you to where you are today?
Let's think back a little bit. Some challenges that I faced. That's a good question. That's a good one. I mean, I was born and raised in Jersey City. The challenges that I faced was really, I guess, not having like-minded people, like you said, and not really being nurtured. I remember, like you go through stuff in your life and things like that, but I just felt like, I felt like I wasn't supported by family first and then friends second, as far as like what I wanted to do. Like I was told like, oh, you can't dress, you can't this, you can't that. Like it was crazy. Like it was more so like being emotionally abused by family. And that was like obviously a challenge because I'm a person that's like outgoing, showing mad love, this and that, always trying to take care of this. Oh, you don't got this? All right, I got you. Like I was always like that giving soul. And I felt like when I wasn't nurtured, it just kind of like really, made things harder for me. Getting to know who I am, knowing who I am, walking in the room, knowing who I am, and really just like loving what I do. But to go back to it, like playing ball in Jersey City, that kind of like thrived me. I started playing ball in college. Really, left the nest a little bit. And I don't know, I just started living for me, started working. And that's how like the whole thing transpired with like being always on go. Like through everything that I've been through, I stayed consistent, I stayed persistent. I fought through everything, cried through everything, had no support, still was fighting through everything. And when people noticed me, I considered them family because they seen, the things that I was going through that kind of like fueled like, what's going on now. When I was playing basketball in college, my older cousin was like, "Dezire, damn, like every time I see you just always leaving. You and Cheyenne just always," I'm like, "What you mean?" She was like, "You just always on go." And she said those words. But in my conscious mind, I never noticed like, oh shit. Like, and then after a few months, my homegirl had asked me like, "Dezire, what are you going to do with the rest of your life?" And I felt like, damn, like, what you mean? Like, I'm doing something now. I'm perking, I'm playing ball, I'm in college. Like, what you mean? And then, like, after that, Always On Go came about. So the challenges was just not really having, like, that support that I needed from, like, family to fuel whatever it is that I had that I didn't know I had. And, shit like that.
That's beautiful. And I was going to get into that question, like, where'd you get Always On Go from? And that's a beautiful, like, a beautiful way to get, like, because we get inspiration from everything we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dream big. Like, we got
Dream
that from
big.
wanting to always just to go higher. Like, the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? Always on go. Like, damn, you can never sit your ass down.
Yeah,
bro. You
for
always
real.
on go.
Oh, my
So,
God. Like, it was bad working overnight, bro. Like, it was crazy working overnight playing basketball. I remember after basketball games, my coach used to be mad as hell. Oh, my God. He used to be mad. "Dezire, you got to be to this game. The game's over at 7. I got to be to work at 7.
Wow.
Man, I'm taking my Toyota on the highway. Making it to work. Late at night, I'm there. Like, it was like getting like that, but I had to make a choice.
Right.
I had to make a choice, yeah.
I feel like it's always good to feel like you definitely one of those people that take a sign from the universe. Because like the whole, like you said, like the whole dream big, especially with the whole dream big thing, like how you met us. Like we gonna get into that a little bit. It was like you said, like you wrote it down and then you looked it up and you found us.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So then it's like,
I promise you, I'm telling you, my homegirl was like, it would be dope for your rollout because I did the Black History Month drop. And I was like, damn, I need to find a podcast. And I mean, I was just searching podcasts near me, podcast here, podcast. I didn't put PA, I didn't put Bristol, I didn't put nothing. I put New York, like, you know, and y'all popped up. And then when I seen, I think it was a video. I'm not gonna lie, it was a video. And I clicked on it and I saw like Dream Big Podcast. I was like, no fucking way. I was like, oh my God. Then I saw like John and I saw you and I was like, wow. And I started scrolling. I was like, wow. And started listening to what y'all was talking about. And I was like, damn, like, you... God just give it to you. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's something you can't explain.
Right. It's just like pushing out positivity. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Like I'm gonna keep saying this. Y'all probably be tired of hearing me saying it. We live in a world that's so negative.
Oh my God.
I'm
Talk
tired
about
of
it.
all the negative stuff. I'm tired of just.
It drains you so bad. It drains you. I was just talking about that this morning. Oh my God. Like, it just drains your spirituality, and without that, you can't do nothing. Can't move. That has to be nurtured. I despise it. I despise seeing negativity. It's crazy. Even if you call me about something happening, I just don't want to hear it. It's a lot.
That kind of like plays back to the whole gossip thing from last episode. Like, don't call my phone on no negative bullshit. Like, I could be in the car jamming, like, and you like, yo, this, and I'm like, like, it means to get back my vibe. Like, come on now, like, don't kill my vibe. That shit. So let's get into like, how did you become like what got you into designing clues? Like, what got you into designing clues and doing what you want to do, and how you go about designing your clues? Like, what's your message behind? Like, you know what I mean?
Right. So I can't recall the age that I was, but I remember I used to participate in like this after school program. You know, after school you go to the program. And I think my cousin was hosting like a fashion show, and I was in the fashion show. I was modeling. I was actually on the runway. I'll put the pictures up later. And I was just like swapping out of clothes, like costumes and shit like that. And I think that was like the peak. And then I always played basketball throughout my life, so I thought I was gonna go pro. I wanted to go pro, but then after like college and life happened and things like that. I don't know, I got asked a question. I was always told, you don't know how to dress, you don't know how to this. So, I mean, it just was the little seeds was already building up. But like I said, once I knew who I was and I acknowledged who I was and I was able to stand on who I was able to create this and give people something that I never felt that I wanted to give people. Like, I'm a nurturer, I'm a carer. You don't got something, I got you. Like, so that's what I wanted to give in my brand. And it's speaking for itself now. Like, you guys, like, you look nice in y'all stuff right now. Like, y'all sitting on it, y'all feel comfortable. Like, like, I don't know. That's just what I wanted to give. Like, and I'm going to keep on giving it. I just want to give people that you could be comfortable, whatever you wear, throw that shit on and you'll be fire. Like, be comfortable. That's why my brand is unisex. It's not just for one gender or whatever. Like, you got the sweatpants, you got the hoodies, you got the hats, you got the bucket hats, you got the visors, you got the crop tops, like, you want to wear a crop top, let me know, I'll put it on chill. But like, I'm just saying, like, it's just for you to be comfortable. I wasn't able to have that in the sense when I was growing up, so I just want to, like, even I just did a fashion show February 21st, and it was this one cat, his name was Star. And he was like walking a certain type of way. I'm like, you're tall. Like, stand up. I seen you know what I'm saying? Like, keep your chest up. Like, it's all about the detail, and it's all about you feeling good. What you wearing and what you doing. Like, you model on the runway, stand 10 toes. Like, stand chin up. You know what I mean? Show people what you got on and feel it. Like, you gotta feel it. It's different.
Exactly.
So
that's
kind of where that's. Oh, and I can't forget to mention, growing up, like, when Christmas time, open up the presents, you got the Timbs. My father used to always buy me like the Timbs, the Rockaware. Oh my God, the Fat Farm, the Baby. Oh my God, like everything. I used to always have it, like every time. Used to wear this one little outfit, little zip up jumper. Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah.
So I do got one question. What do you feel as though, like, when you go to, when you drop merch, what would be your dream celebrity that you would see have your, like, what is your moment? It's like, yo, I made it. Like, we hear, like, I made it. Like, wow, like, that's crazy. Like, Drake got on my stuff or, stuff like that. Like, what would that be? It's
crazy you ask that because I'm a visionary. If I see something, I'll see like Tiana Taylor with it on, but then I not only see her, I see what I put her in, if that makes sense. Like, you see like the drip. I gave stuff to like Dave East, but everybody want like their little profit and stuff like that. But my dream, I'll have to say, I don't know. Let me choose. Hold on. Let me see.
It's a lot of
Tiana Taylor for sure, because you have the swag of like the woman, and like just like the urban look, baggy and stuff, like putting it on. But like ASAP, Pharrell. Those type of people, those people that actually appreciate the art and really just throw it on, and it just be in their own way. Like it was like it'll vibrate off them, and they'll do it into a different way.
Yeah, I definitely feel like A$AP Rocky, like Pharrell Williams, like Fabulous people like them. You
Fab too.
Yeah,
I got him some too.
You see what they got on you, like dang, like yo, like bro, that fit fire, like got you like trying, like damn, I'm about to see if I can switch that style up, try to see what he got on, get that shit fire.
Yeah, Young and May too, like Young and May fire. Yeah, Young and May. Yeah, she lit. Yeah, she lit. Yeah,
because well, whoever said you couldn't dress like.
Yeah, now look at me, it's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Whoever said you couldn't dress, I don't know, man, because that jacket, I don't know if y'all see that jacket behind her, that John fire. Yeah. So the whole time, she got to come like, dang, I ain't gonna lie, that shit hard.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even think I even wore, I feel like Chris Brown right now with this.
From
ball to ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this, I don't even really wear orange, but this really.
Orange has a good meaning, a good vibrant meaning.
Somebody told me that colors have meanings.
Yeah,
they do. So, so I definitely gotta look.
Orange means new beginnings. If you wanted to know, new beginnings.
Dang, new beginnings. First female entrepreneur on the show.
Oh yeah, see, look at the. Oh, and then the ladybug. Let's speak on that. The ladybug is my favorite animal. I mean,
people on there.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah. I used to pick those when I was younger. It's a spiritual animal. It means bringer of gifts. So that's why I put it on there.
Because they were saying like if a ladybug lands on you, it's like good luck. Yeah, I never knew like why it was good luck or anything.
They calm and collective.
Yeah.
They be chilling. Yeah, for real. Like you be like, oh,
there.
For real, right?
I feel bad now because I used to crush them Jones whenever.
Oh my God!
I feel bad. I ain't gonna do it no more. I was a young boy.
Yeah, you exactly the kids we was talking about last.
Ladybug.
Yeah, you the type of kids we was talking about last episode. You know damn well you wasn't supposed to be doing that. You know you've been hearing that shit you could hear. Yeah. You was probably like, you was probably like, oh.
I'm screaming.
There's something wrong with you. We gotta do some tests on you, bro.
Nah, he the type.
Chill.
You ever see Fireflies?
Yes.
He used to suffocate them Jones and cups. Stop it.
Nah.
Yes, you did.
I used to slack him out the air.
I'm screaming. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
The
those
Fireflies,
like,
that joint used to be like this. My God.
Lightning bugs.
As soon as I light up again, I'm gonna catch him, man.
Oh my God.
You look. Nah, we ain't even gonna cut that out neither, bro.
Ain't even one in here for real.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
But let's definitely get back into the merch though. So you got a piece. you got a piece here with you.
Oh yeah.
Put that up.
Black History Month drop.
Yes. Take a look at that.
Take a good look at that.
That is
Where
beautiful.
then I got the little BHM on the back, Black History Month.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, talk about that. Yeah. Talk about that drop a little bit.
And why you chose the creators that you chose.
Oh, man. All right, so cool. So, like I stated before, growing up, you was with the, the Fat Farm, Baby Fat, the Rockaware. Rihanna on here, of course, because she's the first. Well, not the first, I wouldn't say, but she was a part of like a luxury brand, like the first female on that one. And then she doing her thing with like the Savage Fenty and everything.
I ain't gonna lie, I got one of her robes.
Yeah,
I got one of her robes, and I got a couple satin boxers.
Yeah, like so she deserved to be on here. Then you got Kanye West because he burnt out, and I like his Yeezys. Yeezys a fire. Yeah. He had a vision, and people try to mess with that. And then you got Damon Johnson with the FUBU. He's pretty dope. And you got Dapper Dan. I actually met Dapper Dan in 2021. I was rushing to New York. Mind you, I was supposed to catch the bus, but the route to New York with the bus, bro, was like an hour. I was going to be late. And it was an opportunity to like sit and design with him. Right. So I was like, oh, snap. So I signed up. We go to New York. And the bus didn't come, bro. I hopped in my car. Traffic, everything, riding on the shoulder to meet Dapper Dan. Fuck the toll, I'm going, bro. They have no parking spot. Then my homegirl sat in the car, whatever, and I went inside, and he got like his own little corner inside Puma. And I thought it was pretty dope. Like Dapper Dan been in the game for so long, and just his message alone, speaking to him, that man is pure as fuck. Like to be in the same presence as him is like crazy. Like he just basically said like he did it for his people, and that's why he stayed in Harlem so long. That's why he's still in Harlem, because it's bigger than him. Right. And I feel like a lot of people now acknowledging like everything is bigger than you. Right. And when you can realize that, you be able to flourish and have longevity and things like that. Like you don't have to have everything so like closed in and captivated just to you. Like, you know, you gotta, you know, spread your flowers. So Jay-Z is on it because I was rocking, you know, the Rockaware for however long with the Timbs. Like, and then his thing was, you know, he kept getting no, and he was like, yo, like, I'm a rapper. Why not make my own shit and make my money and niggas gonna see what I got on?
Right,
that was smart.
Right.
And then you got ASAP Ferg on here because his father was like into like clothes, and he kind of see his dad doing it. He went to school for like creative arts and stuff, and that kind of spilled into like his stuff. And then Virgil, of course, Virgil saw everything that was original and turned into his own thing to make his own original.
Exactly.
And then you got ASAP Rocky. Like, ASAP Rocky is just a different breed. I don't know. Like, he just got a different type of like aura to him and how he could speak to fashion, and he high-end fashion. So it wasn't always his thing, but when he got into it, it was pretty fire.
Yeah, I feel like he be putting that. I feel like he put that type of shit on people. Some people like why he wearing that?
Yeah, for real.
But then it's
Why
like
you
you like,
know?
I ain't gonna lie, he put that shit on like that.
Right?
Shit,
Yeah.
Like I forgot what it was. I think he was wearing. It was like a striped shirt, and then he had like the.
It was a button up. It was like a little collar on it.
Yeah, I think it was like a collar or something. And then he had like the scarf around his neck, and then he had like the loafers on. I don't know why loafers. Them Prada loafers be fire. I don't care.
Yeah, them shits are fire.
Yeah, them joints fire. My feet can never fit.
You got to get you a custom.
Yeah.
You know what you should make though?
What's
This
up?
is just a little suggestion. You should come up with like. This might sound weird. No, weird. I don't think it's weird. I think it's creative. I think it's different. Shut up. You should make always on go like bed sheets, pillowcases.
It's crazy because I actually know how to saw I was gonna get into that.
That would be.
It's just
fire.
a part. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Imagine I wake up, I look at my pillowcase,
and it
always
just
on
say
go.
more smack right there.
Yeah, like
Big
damn.
dreams, dream
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
For real, you can't do nothing.
I don't know, cause it's just like
Dream
like,
Big PJs coming to y'all soon.
Oh my God, for real, we on it right now.
Dream Big slippers coming to y'all soon.
but like no, seriously, like why not like dream bigger?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You got the clothes. Why not put on some bed sheets?
Right.
Put on some shoes. You know what I'm saying? Put it
on some socks.
Yeah, some socks. Like you know what I'm
Some
saying?
lamps.
Like,
Yeah, real rap.
Put it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the more people see your branding, like like yo, she everywhere. Like she damn near on like Amazon boxes.
For real,
Like you know what
I'm
I'm saying?
screaming.
Like,
She always on go. I'm
always
screaming.
on go. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, it gotta speak for itself.
It got to. You know what I'm saying? Let people spread your message. Don't even let. You like, cause like us here, like you know, we spreading the message. Always on go. You gonna see a kid on here. You gonna see a kid gonna look at this, be like, "Dang, always on go. I gotta always be on go. Like I always gotta do this. Always gotta do that. It's too many little."
You're like, huh? I'm always on go.
Yeah,
I'm screaming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
might as
right.
well grab me a shirt or something.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
For
So,
real.
man, that's
Yeah, the
that's
baby hoodie's coming out soon though.
baby hoodies.
Yeah, baby
that's
hoodie,
fire.
baby zip
fire.
ups. It's a slow process. It's a slow process, and it's hard building a team and like people that's like minded like you. And it's kind of crazy what y'all doing. Like y'all like minded. Y'all want the same things, and he can inspire you. Can inspire vice versa, and it's pretty dope. So yeah, man,
appreciate that.
It's fire. But I have a question for y'all though. So.
Yeah.
Ready?
Feel free.
Ready for the question? All right. So remember how you stated like on the hour call that we had, you was like, you wanted to start a podcast, but like everybody that you were speaking to wouldn't kind of help you guys get to where you are. So I wanted to kind of know like, how do you handle a situation when somebody don't believe in you? Like how do you handle that, especially if like they're doing what you're doing, they just don't believe in you. I don't know how to explain it. Like, how do you handle that? Like, do you do it on your own? Do you find other routes? Like, what do you do?
So me personally, I talk to my grandmother. Shout out my grandma.
Shout out grandma.
She a God-fearing woman. So that's something that I need. You know what I'm saying? Something that I talking to her, just seeing the way that she talks to me, like she believes in me. Like you know what I'm saying? She really wants the best for me. I be telling like, grandma, I ain't gonna lie, I feel down. Like I don't know about this. Yeah. She's like, no, you don't listen to them people. You do. They didn't bring that vision to you, to them. They brought it to you. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta just believe in yourself. Keep on doing. She's like, and one thing I could really appreciate about my grandma. My grandma been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? She been through a lot mentally. So I know that she struggles from time to time. But to know that she struggles mentally time to time and still have the mental capacity to uplift her grandson is
Right,
really,
yeah, it's a whole
beautiful
different type
thing.
of.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like stuff like that. She every morning she tells me that she looks at my. She don't got Instagram, so she go on YouTube. She looks at the motivational posts. She was telling. I'm not even realizing this. Like I'm like, 'cause I'm putting out these posts. I'm like, not that I need acknowledgement for everybody. Just like just to know that somebody's listening to me.
Yeah.
Like the one day I forgot to post it on YouTube, and she calls me. She like, grandson, you ain't post your motivational thing today. And I was just like, wow, not even thinking that she really tuning in for real. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So
and she don't even have Instagram, but she made a way.
Yeah, she makes it.
Made a way.
Like, stuff like that keeps me going. I'm like, wow, like, I got people looking up to me. It's just like that. And that's just one little piece. Like, there's probably other people that, you know, that I don't even know. Like, and I don't know if you heard this or not. You probably have. They said your biggest supporter is someone you don't even know.
Yeah, that'd be the crazy part.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, your biggest fans, strangers. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a piece of. That's just basically what I go through.
Yeah, that's fine.
So.
Manny.
Yeah. So my thing is, so the question was how I go about like somebody not supporting me or whatnot.
Right.
It's like, so my mom always telling me, like, she'll always be like, listen, like you not meant to be here to work for nobody. You're not meant to be here, and like not even gonna know, like, oh, look at me, like I have my own business and whatnot. It's just like she always told me, like, just like how he told me, like he see us like we not supposed to be working, like he just see we supposed to be doing something, like,
something bigger.
Exactly. So like she always told me, like, there's nothing you can't do.
Right.
Like there's nothing that nobody can tell you can't do.
Right.
Like so I just feel like she telling me that, so I'm like, not even like, oh, it's just your mom, she gonna tell you that. Like she be like no, for real, like you not, like you need to be, like you meant to be here to do something. Like if anybody else can do it, why can't you do it?
Right, absolutely.
Like why can't my son do it? Why can't why can't you do it? Why can't nobody, like how come Joe Smoke can do it but you can't do it? So it's always like, if you don't support me, then it's just I'm gonna just do it. And then when you see it, and it's like, dang, I just love to hear I love to circle back.
Right.
I love to circle back.
Yeah,
like, oh,
be like,
bro, like, yeah,
right.
nah, bro, that John fire. It was like the whole time, bro, like. He was iffy about the idea. It was like, yeah, this John, like, yeah, but it was like, I love to see it. It's like, I'm never gonna be bitter about it. I'm never gonna, but I'm just always gonna keep it in my mind. I just kind of just put it in that locker, put it in that chamber, put it in that filing cabinet in my head. Like, all right, not supporting me, not watching my shit or whatever it is. Like, all right, cool. Like, I'm not gonna be salty about it. Like, if you can't force you to watch it.
Right.
Like, if you ain't watching it, can't force you to watch the whole thing. Can't, like, if you just you
that's
just don't.
That.
And it's just
that's your loss.
That's what I'm saying. It's just that's how I see it. It's just your loss. So I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just going. I can't let one person not supporting me or a group of people not supporting me. Not everybody going to support you. Like the whole thing. Like I said, all publicity is good publicity. Like the dude hating in our comments. Like I can't. Like I'm not gonna lose sleep about it. If I lose sleep about it, I'm gonna drive myself crazy.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
When we start, like I be seeing videos will be like nowadays people make videos just to get bad comments.
Yeah, that's
and people
crazy.
like this dude, he do like this AI post. It'd be like it'd be some shit that's not even like, it'd be like, oh, Cadillac's making a pickup truck, and he'll like make an AI photo, and people would be like, yo, like you're literally stupid. No, they're not. It'd be like a million comments of the same shit, and then the day y'all getting him paid.
Yeah, right.
So,
that's crazy.
Like if you don't support them, I mean, it is what it is. That's how I see it. So.
Yeah, that's crazy that y'all both spoke about women, two different women, your grandmom and then your mom. Yeah. But the reason why I asked is because I ran into a situation. I wanted to do a drop for Women's History Month. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy. We're still in March and y'all talking about the two women that's most important in y'all lives that actually keep y'all going and keep y'all thriving. And I think it's important. And I don't think that women get recognized enough for not even just giving birth, but just being fruitful. Right. To the seeds, like, you know what I'm saying? Like watering the seeds, like it's real important that they not like just get the recognition for like what they do. So like the drop I wanted to do, I was kind of like in conversation with somebody that do like, you know, the video and stuff. And I described women for the drop. My abbreviation is AOG for my brand, Wiz Uncle, right? So I did a drop last June, and with women it was just AOG, but it was admirable, omnipotent, or omnipotent, or however you say it, and then gracious, right? So he was like on something like, oh, I don't know how you could express women as being omnipotent. And I was like, what do you mean? But I guess from his like religious background or whatever, he didn't get it, but he just dubbed the whole operation. But I'm looking like the only reason why I said women are omnipotent or omnipotent is not for it to take the placement of God, but to just show like the second self of God is the woman. And if you don't appreciate her or show her her grace and show her her admirable, show her her beauty, it's kind of like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So that was like the whole center like thing. But when he didn't agree with it, I was like, dang, like, how do you how do you work with people that don't believe in like your vision?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was getting. I was like, damn. So it kind of like made me like, oh, like, you know, it was weird. It was weird. But being a creator, you can't listen to the no's. Right. You got to believe and understand what you're doing and keep on going. That was like the whole like base of where I was trying to go.
And you know, and to touch on what you said about with the whole woman thing, I feel like, man, you can agree with me. I feel like as men, we need women. We need, it's a 50-50 thing, you feel me? You know, we take, it's not even like a 50-50 thing. It's like women bring things to the table that we can't bring. Like, you know, somebody that we could talk to, like nurturing, like stuff like that. It's bigger than that. Like, you know, I confide into my mom a lot. Like, you know, I go to my dad for, you know, manship, but when I really need to be vulnerable and really like,
right, yeah, exactly.
I can go. I'm not saying I can't go to my dad, but my dad, you know, he'll hear me out. You feel me? He won't, you know, brush me under. But you know, it's like my mom is more receptive to that. She's more like, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's her duty.
Yeah, you know,
that's
what I'm
her
saying?
duty.
And like, you know, just, you know, and you know, to stem back from what you were saying about like, you know, like when you feel doubtful about yourself and when you're going through things, people don't understand how powerful the movie The Lion King is.
What?
They look at it as a kid's movie, but they really don't know how powerful that movie is. Like, you look at it like, you know, it's a young cub. And not saying that, like, I can relate because I didn't lose my father, but just the whole thing of going through adversity, he lost everything. He was down on his ass, like, had nothing. Feel me? They took over Pride Rock. You feel me? Like, they was coming back. They were like, yo, we need you. Like, you know, that's so, just to be all the way down and to bring yourself all the way and then make yourself king, like that's powerful,
crazy.
People don't peep that message though. Like, you know what I'm saying? They say, oh, it's a kid movie and there's messages behind every movie.
And science behind it all.
I watch that I ain't gonna lie, whenever I feel down, bro, I watch that movie just to know, like, you know what? It's hard right now, but if I keep on going, keep pushing, get the people, because you know he had the
Pum pum tomorrow. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passion phrase. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was at work the one day listening to that joint, man.
I'm screaming.
Timon and Pooh be having me crying, man.
It ain't no worries for the rest of your days. You feel me?
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you listen to this, you know, just based off what I said, you probably gonna see. You're gonna look at The Lion King. I don't look at it as a kid. As a kid, I did look at it as a kid. Now I look at it as a powerful message. Whenever I feel down, I go watch that because I'm like, wow, like. It's a bigger meaning to these kid movies, like, you know what I'm saying, that they teach you, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
Always hitting messages and something. Yeah, I agree.
It's a crazy thing, but you know, what if, you know, to all the kids that are listening right now, what is a couple of things, or it could be one thing, it could be a couple of things. What would you want to tell that kid that's probably sitting right here, you know, want to hear from you, like, the message that you would want to give?
I'd be like, kid, listen, run, not chill.
All right.
Nah, I would just say, like, keep your head low. Like, do what it is that you want to do. Whatever you feel that's burning in you and that's passion, I would say keep doing it. Literally, like, believe in yourself and have faith. Like, I feel like teaching these children nowadays to believe in themselves and have faith, like, you have to have faith. Like, you really do. Like, anything is possible with faith. Like, you have to believe in yourself. I think those are the two things, and just stay consistent and just do what it is that you want to do. And if you feel like whatever you're doing is going to serve humanity, you know you're in the right spot. Because we're not just doing things for ourselves, we're doing things for other people and people that's here and after. And that's the whole point of longevity. I feel like that's the purpose of it. And Nipsey Hussle said, in one of his interviews, somebody had asked him, like, what separates you? And he was like, the only distinguishing quality that separates me is that I didn't quit. And that's what it is. So you have to stay consistent and have the faith and keep on pushing. Like, it's not just you in the highest form of humanity, it's to inspire. So once you inspire, and that's why I feel like I could gravitate towards like high schoolers just a little bit more, like putting people in like just that drip just a little bit more, because I'm trying to inspire you, because if I'm inspired, you too are inspired. So it's like not just I'm inspiring you and it's not reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, keep doing what you do. Like, young man, young woman, like, keep doing what you're doing. Keep thriving. Never listen to the naysayers. Negativity, skate out of there. Because, you know, God creating you, his process, he went through a lot of shit too. So just look up to him, and that'll be your best guidance.
And stay in school too. That's
stay in school.
Please.
Stay in school.
Man.
Do your school. Get your
God.
education. Get your education.
You got
You got to get that, and stay surrounded by great people, good people. Get your education and know what's best for you.
Right.
At the end of the day, and don't be afraid to learn. Don't be afraid to research and read, and don't be around weird stuff that ain't gonna do you nothing.
Exactly. Even if you just graduate, at the least you could do is graduate. At least just graduate high school.
Graduate, yes.
I know countless people that's like, damn, I wish I wouldn't have just dropped out.
Right,
I wish I would have just graduated, and now they going back and getting their GED when they when they could have got it. But it's just like, I mean, everybody's situation different, but. Just don't be just because you don't feel. I don't feel like going to school. Like I'm gonna just work. Just at least just get your diploma. Right? Just graduate. Because you're gonna regret it later on. Even most jobs they don't even ask you for it, but you never know what the future holds for you. You know?
Yeah.
So
or do something with your life. Don't just be trying to sit around and 9 to 5 ain't gonna cut it.
Exactly.
I feel like we were created here for a reason, and it's to create and inspire and do different things. So a 9 to 5 is a trap.
We're in a creative era.
It's a trap.
We're in a creative era.
Yeah. Make you think that it's okay, but the devil is deceptive.
Nah, 9 to 5 don't. 9 to 5 don't do it.
Yeah, 9 to 5
ain't even 9 to 5.
Right.
If you work at 95, if you work at 9 to 5 and they let you get overtime, or you're allowed to work as many hours as you want,
please.
9 times out of 10 just to stay afloat, you work in 10, 12-hour shifts. So them 9-hour shifts, 8-hour shifts, they ain't doing. People got multiple jobs nowadays. So if you can go out there and make a way for yourself and make yourself rich and do what you got to do, even if it takes a while, don't think it's gonna happen overnight, because it's not.
Yeah, I mean, and don't see it as work though. When you do something that you love, you don't see it as work.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't see it as work.
Exactly. Like there'll never be a time where we about to walk into this studio to record this podcast, or like, oh, Saturday, I gotta go record this video. Like, nah, it'll never be.
I genuinely love to do
like,
it.
bro, like, we like, hey, Saturday. Like, it's never no like, nah, can we push this back? This not blah, blah, blah.
Crazy.
Like, my day on Saturday or whenever we record is around this podcast.
Right.
So, and it'll never be like, oh, I'm working.
Dang.
Like, this not blah, blah. Like, I worked all week. I don't want to record. No, none of that.
Yeah, that's crazy. You always make time for this, and it make you feel good, don't it? It make you feel great.
Like, put this in perspective. We was out till 2 a.m. last night.
I was gonna ask you that.
I ain't gonna lie, we was outside for real. Yeah.
When you was
whole
going
time.
down like this.
Nah, for real, whole time. Yeah, I didn't even go to sleep till like 5 for real. So it's like,
oh wow,
nice.
We can go out, have fun, and still do it.
Dedication,
you know what I'm saying?
hard work
So
plus patience.
That's what I'm saying. Even after the Super Bowl parade, I was my head.
Let's not talk about that Super Bowl though. That man.
Wait, are you not an Eagles fan? You Jersey side, so you're a little closer to New York.
I supported because they was with the culture and they had a bigger message.
But can I say this though? I feel like not even just him being just forget the fact that he's an Eagles player. Jalen Hurts,
bro,
is the most powerful speaker in football right now. Like, I feel like you should really add him. Add him to the show. He don't got no Eagles gear on. You feel me?
I'll add my boy. I'll add him.
He said the most realest shit ever, right? Tune into this. So there was a clip, right? He was at practice, and shout out Shayshawn Barkley, my boy Shayshawn. You feel me?
Shayshawn Barkley.
He asked him, he said, are you fearless? And he said, basically saying, I put everything in God's hands. He's like, you can't, fear and then worry at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to, God, he put everything in God's hands. So he said, one of the things that really stood out to me, he said, excuse me, he's like, there should be nothing for me to fear if I put in the work. If I put in the work, there's nothing for me to fear. And I broke it down as, if I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, if I'm getting up, shooting these podcasts, going to work, putting in extra work, if I'm putting in work, what is there for me to worry about?
And that includes failing and getting back up.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
Right, even failing, right? Like, look, real quick, like, but this is just people don't understand how powerful his story is. Like, I'm gonna just break it down a little bit. Like, to go from, being a starting quarterback as a freshman in college, right? Led his team to the championship. They lost in the championship. Then the following year, they go into he leads the team all the way to the championship again, does terrible, has a terrible performance, gets benched. Then they put in a different quarterback. Mind you, it was just impressive how he handled the situation. Like, he damn near, it was like he wasn't on the sideline, pouting and moping. Like, he was
right.
like tearing up his team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Going from that, and then he had to transfer after that. He sat the bench his whole junior year, like the whole year. So then it was like boom, like damn, like sat the bench. But then the quarterback that took his spot got hurt. He went in. They was in the championship again, won in championship, right? Boom. Then had to transfer because he wasn't guaranteed a spot. Again, went to Oklahoma, thrived, did good, boom, got drafted, had to sit behind Carson Wentz.
He know his whole story.
Bro,
Jalen Hurts, where you at, bro? Where you at, bro?
Jalen Hurts is really one of my
and he's surrounded by a lot of women.
Yes, he is. Got a nice, you know what I'm saying? But then, had to sit behind Carson Wentz, boom, had to go through all that. Then he finally got his opportunity. Like, even when he got drafted, knowing that the Eagles had a franchise quarterback at the time, like not even knowing like, boom, all right, well, I'm gonna be the starting quarterback. He said, I'm gonna be the starting quarterback. Bro, and just to see his story, bro, lost a couple years ago, lost the championship. Bro, mind you, it's not known for people to come back and go back to the Super Bowl. Like a lot of quarterbacks destined, bro, came back on it. How can you not look at that and be like, wow, that is just a very sharp human being, very intelligent. Like you gotta really like listen to his interviews, like the shit that he say, like when he be in media, bro, he like the most poised thing ever, bro. Like he just say the most poised shit, like just keeping it real. Like that's somebody like him I really look up to. I'm like, wow, like this isn't just a football player. This is a public figure, like he's
a guy moving man.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. So just take a look at him next time you do
it. Absolutely.
I'm trying to tell you, young too, only 27, 26. 27, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we was talking about that. We like, yo, like
that's our age bracket, so we on the right move.
Yeah, for real. That's what I'm saying. Like we was just talking about. We walking like, yo, we're really 22, 23.
Yeah,
and this motherfucker's like Jalen Hurts, just like he damn near like it's like motherfucker like. A superhuman, and he's 3-4 years older than us. It's like damn, whole time we were talking about like CJ Gardner-Johnson, like he's 27, Cooper DeJean, like he's 22, like he's younger than us. It was like it's like he turned 22 on the Super Bowl, like it's crazy.
Yeah, that was
like dang, like it's really like it's just. It's amazing.
It's a beautiful thing. I look at, I just, like, I never was a hater. I never could say I hated on nobody. I just take what's presented to me. If you grow up in a house where, and not everybody's like this, everybody can move, like, no matter what situation, and they can tend to move, like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant said he used to have ketchup and bread in his fridge.
It's crazy.
To being a NBA champion and a MVP, like, him, when he said his speech, you could just see the amount of hard work, dedication. It took, like, you could see all them tears in his eyes, like, I finally got it. I got my mom out, not having no dad. Like, that's just real. Like, so I'm saying not everybody that isn't presented to not get an example of what it's like to have a thriving life, to have there's people that come from, fucked up backgrounds and they still able to prevail. And it's that's what I'm saying. Like, them kids now, like, you watching this and you in a situation where it's like, damn, like, my mom get high all the time or my dad was never there. Just remember, it takes you. You have to do it. Nobody else going to tell you.
Nobody else is going to do it. You got to take the initiative to say, I'm going to be always on go.
Exactly.
I'm going to be always on go with anything and everything that I do. I'm going to be determined and passionate and consistent.
You're never going to be handing nothing.
Nothing. And that's why you shouldn't walk in a room like I don't know myself and I don't know my value.
Exactly.
That's exactly why you don't.
And that's when you go and you just inviting motherfuckers to belittle you and treat you like a child, treat you like you unintelligent. You gotta walk in there like you the best shit in the room.
You ain't shitting on nobody. You ain't, know what I mean? But you have gratitude strong. You're not arrogant, but
you're gonna make mistakes along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. You're gonna fail, and what DMX said.
What he say? I'm playing now. This was definitely.
I'm slipping. I'm falling. What you say? Come on,
this is definitely a banger episode. We definitely gonna have to have Des back again.
Please,
she definitely come back.
Man.
Always on go. This is gonna be part 1 for y'all, man. And we definitely want to thank you, give you your flowers, and appreciate you for definitely coming and finding us, showing us love.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, you guys came in peace, and I'm gonna leave in peace, and you guys did a hell of a job, and y'all stay consistent, man. For real, Dream Big podcast. Y'all already know what's going on from Bristol, PA, to the Jersey City. You know what I'm saying?
So everybody out in Bristol, go tap in, go tune in. Like I said, y'all been wearing the same Nike shirts, the same draws, like all that.
Switch it up, man.
Your work. You see it?
I got like 3 outfits out here right now. Maybe 4. You can flip it.
Oh, Dez is going to be at the Juneteenth parade.
Yes. I got invited. I'm coming with my table.
Yep. So see her out there. It's gonna be a banger. Go out there, show her some love, buy some merch. You know, go do what it do. Show person what it is. You know what I'm saying? So.
And listen, we got a little announcement. Obviously, as y'all know, we told y'all last time we was at like 998 last episode. So we at 1.2. We at 1.21K right now.
What?
On YouTube, man. So obviously, we gonna have. So we gonna have. We still working out the kinks of the giveaway a little bit.
Oh man!
Pretty sure we giving away $250 gift cards. Probably either Visa or Amazon. We gonna give y'all another poll to see, or we might just give y'all. Yeah, we gonna give y'all the information.
This is fire.
See. It's gonna be a certain amount of entries though. Like it's our first one. It's not nothing crazy. Like soon, don't worry. Soon we gonna be giving y'all like Hellcats and giving y'all property and whatnot. But I mean, we just gotta see how y'all coming for the first giveaway. So
that's fire. Investing in everyone else's
giving back
big
love.
dream.
Yeah. Exactly. We gotta give back love to y'all, man.
Yeah. So Dream Big podcast.
Exactly. We just want to tell y'all thank you.
That's ringing.
That's got to.
That's an echo.
Yeah, y'all gonna see. We gonna be on here. I'm like, yo, what's that noise? I'm like, dang, we cold as shit in here because we got our Dream Big chains on and whatnot. Iced out.
Oh my
Dream
God.
Big chains on.
Oh my God.
I mean, when I get that chain, I'm never wearing a shirt again. I'm like, dang, Ricky Rose, hey, where you get that for? What's it called though? So we want to say appreciate y'all. Be on the lookout for the giveaway information.
Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah, so
episode 6. Des Brown, always on go.
Always on go. Jersey City.
You want to close out with?
I don't know. I just want to say thanks for having me. And I appreciate everyone that's tuned in. And if you don't know me, get to know me. Get to know the Dream Big podcast host. And I just want to say thanks for having me. I mean, anything that you do, just make sure that you inspired and love what you do and have compassion behind it. And do everything for everyone else that's around you. It's not just you. Recognize the bigger picture and do everything for the culture.
Love that. Yes, sir, man. This has been episode 7.
6. 7. Oh, 7.
Look at you. See, he done did to himself. Now, I tried bailing him out. And now look at you. Stupid. Now look at you, dumb. Look at you, Nimrod.
Number. Hold on. 7 is
I tried bailing you out. I'm looking
at
at 6 right now. I'm like, pretty sure 6 was last week. But that sounds like it's been episode 7. You talking about 7, 6.
Come on.
6. It's episode 6, 7. Don't matter, but yeah, definitely, man.
Hit him with it, bro.
Exactly. If y'all, if you on the clock, pop them headphones in. If you're not, sit back and watch, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Dream big. Love y'all.
Love you. See you guys. Peace.
If I get caught up by a snake, would that be said? No, it ain't easy if you try your life to stay. When my man died, I seen his mom, and I be damn, my mom go through that. Can't be moving off emotion only if it's lack of respect. We came through there and came back, never called for a rematch. Basically, I'm never lacking what I'm saying. For my mans who was just grinding with me, now they in the can. And for the ones I love, got keep around me, hope you understand. You going through it, moving records can let you jeopardize my plan. So much I overcame, even bad days I smile. Praying on my downfall, just know that